everybody. This video may or may not have titles or words in the picture because I just realized I have something called Windows Movie Maker, and apparently that's what you use to make videos that aren't just me talking, that actually have things that'll like get views and then I'll get famous. That's not actually going to happen, but apparently I have one of those things. I have a few things to talk about. Well, today, you know, it's getting warm outside, it's getting nice, getting inching closer to summer, and what is summer without a hot summer read? Duh. Matt, you're going to be so happy. I'm promoting you, and like, you know, at 16 YouTube views, can you picture how the numbers are going to add up? That's how many people usually look at the videos, except if it's a TV review. Sometimes it's more. My friend Matt, I know him as Matt Lauder, but his name is, author name is Matt Houston. Matt Houston. He has a book, and it's called When the Dark Sun Shines, and I bought it today because he wrote a book, and that's pretty badass. And it's all about a lot of cool stuff, and I think that to give you a little taste, I'm going to read an excerpt. I didn't realize it would take, oh, here it is. A flick of my cigarette bore new flakes to the snowy air. The carcinogenic pixies flipped and danced in the wind. Free. There hadn't been a snow like that in 10 years. At least not in my city. But that was not the reason I was late for work that day. Why was he late for work that day? I guess you'll have to read the book to find out, and you can go to wix.com, that's wix.com, /Matthew Houston /book. If hopefully I'll just have that linked up or write it if I can figure out how to do the Windows Movie Maker thing. Most people know how to do that. I don't know. Because you ever go on YouTube and it's like people are like, oh, here's my lyrics video, and there's a bunch of words there, and you're like, how'd they put it up there? I guess that's how, because they had something that came with their computer that I wasn't aware I had. So anyway, so that's done. Hi, Matt. Good to see you after like 8 years or whatever. I like knew him in high school, and now he's written a book. So the next thing I'd like to get to is Dunkin' Donuts came out with a new sandwich. I don't know if anybody's had it yet. It's blueberry waffles, an egg, cheese, and maple sausage. Is that not like the best thing you've ever heard of? Like meat and egg and between two blueberry waffles? Between two blueberry waffles? I'm a little scared of it. I'd like somebody to tell me how it is because I had the Big and Toasty and I liked it, but it was like, it was so big, and I have little, you know, hands because like they're little, like they can't support. It was so big and toasty, and I had to like put it aside. Like I had to have half and like put aside half later. And I love blueberry waffles, and I love sausage, and I love eggs, and I love cheese. I don't know how all that's going to be together because I don't usually put fruit on my meat. And I would like, somebody's going to write a double entendre about that sentence. Like, oh, fruit and the meat. Shut up, pervs. Anyway, could somebody try it and tell me how it is? Because I saw it in Dunkin' Donuts because I was like, oh, I need to get breakfast. And I saw it there. And I was like, ooh, I got to get that. And then I went in and I chickened out. And he was like, what do you want? And I was like, egg and cheese and an English muffin and a medium coffee. I can't do this. It's too much pressure. And I couldn't do it. And I got nervous and I walked out. And after I got my food, and I was like, and I regretted it because I was like, why didn't I just go for the blueberry waffles? And then I was hungry not too long after it, and I was like, I wouldn't have been hungry if I'd had 2 waffles, a piece of sausage, and an egg and cheese all together at the same time. I would have been fine for like 10 hours or something. You're supposed to eat every 4 to 6 hours, so don't wait 10 hours to eat. But yeah, it would have stuck with me more than what I got. And anyway, so the last point. Oh, one other point. Does anybody watch Glee? Again, my videos are so weird and rambly, and I do them. I appreciate everybody that likes them and likes watching them because I've actually tried to watch them back, and I can't get through it. I'm like, this chick is just not making any sense, and she's just going from one topic to the other, and I don't want to listen to this anymore. So thanks to people that like listening to it, because it's really, strange to me. I think it's just silly, and it's usually me, not being able to get to bed at night and just wanting to, I don't know, blurt out my day since I've probably been at a computer all day studying and typing and stuff because it's close to finals. But, so if anybody watched Glee tonight, if anybody's a Glee fan, I thought it was good. I thought that the prom episode got so hyped up that it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I don't like Finn with anybody. I like Rachel with Jesse St. Clair. Is that his character's name? And the real guy's name is Joseph Garoff something. I don't think he has, how there's like the Quinn Finn, Rachel love triangle? I don't want him with either of them because I think that he's boring with both of them. I don't know if he's boring. He's really cute, and I like him alone. I like his character, but I don't like him with like any of the girls on the show. They should bring a new girl into the show and spice things up. But yeah, there's not many couples on there I really like. I like Rachel and Jesse St. Clair. Now that he's back, she has so much more chemistry with him, I think, than she ever had with Finn. And, he's like, in real life, that guy that plays him is her gay best friend. And God knows I have the best chemistry probably with the gay men in my life more than any of the straight men. So, girls and gay guys have great chemistry together. And I guess since he's playing a straight guy, then they can make it romantic. And it's just better. She just looks better with him. He's just better. And he's a really good singer. And final point, if you keep up on my Facebook statuses, which if you don't, it's okay, I have some cardio advice. Power Ballads by Celine Dion. I had the best jog of my life, and it's when on my iPod I hit a song that I put on there accidentally. I skip over it a lot because I'm like, this will be boring. Boring? No, like Celine Dion ballads are like pretty screaming. It's like she's screaming at you violently, but in a really, really pretty way. So you get the same adrenaline rush, like someone is screaming at you and you need to run away, but it's pretty, so you enjoy it. It's weird, and it just kicks you up and gets you in the zone. So I was listening to I Want You to Need Me. Is anybody familiar with it? Well, if you're not, it should be called I Want You to Have an Unhealthy Obsession with Me, because all she talks about is she's like, I want you to feel me. I want you to breathe me. I want you to need me. I want to be everything to you. I want you to major in me in college. Don't major in psychology. Major in me. Don't have a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. Have a bowl of me for breakfast. Like, that's how the song is, but it's really good. Let's take a listen, a really bad quality listen.